For 45 years, Tex has supplied high-quality basics to everyday families, from everyday socks to coats made for the mountains. But Tex clothing has always been more than just basic. Our products carry real stories and real memories, because when you wear Tex, you make it your own. We grow attached to our clothes because of these stories and memories, and we wanted to hear yours. So to celebrate our 45th anniversary, we wanted to use your stories. Introducing Tex Tales. Tex Tales invites customers to turn their clothing stories into new designs. Designs inspired by memories, inspired by moments. We provided the templates, you made them yours. You shared your stories and turned them into amazing designs. We received hundreds of entries and selected 45 winners to be sold in-store as part of our new Tex Tales range. But we didn't stop there. This campaign is all about you, so we made sure the creators behind the designs received the recognition they deserve. We shared you and your stories across our social channels and brought your designs and your stories into our stores. At Tex, we've supplied the basics for 45 years, but you have always made them your own.
With 14.4 million people living in poverty, 3.8 million facing destitution, and 948,000 young people who aren't in education, training, or employment. We wanted to find the real issues behind it. So we've gone out and asked them, what are their biggest issues with living in poverty?
Well, our biggest issue is the cold.
About what we're going to eat, just mental health,
housing and stuff like that. Work.
So we at GiftGaff have decided to team up with the Big Issue Group to help fix these issues. Introducing Gift Back. Gift Back is a platform that connects big issue vendors with our 4 million plus GiftGaff members. Bridging the digital exclusion, allowing big issue vendors to share their issues. Connect with our 4 million members. Watch, learn, and connect with others. And build pathways out of poverty. Making connections to create change, offering a helping hand to rebuild livelihoods. It's more than a platform, it's a pathway out of poverty. Gift Back, presented by GiftGaff and the Big Issue.
In 1902, the New York Railroad Company introduced the red carpet to help guide their first-class passengers to their carriages, and so the phrase, "to be given the red carpet treatment," was born. Inspired by this legacy of luxury travel, HSBC and Pantone have teamed up to create a unique new colour. A vibrant red that, in a world full of competing colours and infinite choices, can help guide the modern traveller to a world of extraordinary experiences. A world that is led by red. A campaign curating access to the world's most coveted events, from iconic sporting moments and international fashion weeks to exclusive art viewings across HSBC's core markets and beyond, opening up a world of opportunity. Your journey begins the moment you arrive at the airport. Subtle red touches guide you through the terminal, from a dedicated concierge welcome to floor markings leading the way. Before departure, retreat into the Red Lounge, where the Led by Red experience continues through signature patterns that bring the campaign's bold visual identity to life and a curated menu inspired by the campaign's iconic red. On board, your journey continues, with the familiar pattern running through the aisle as the campaign unfolds on screen. And as you arrive, Led by Red brings you to the moments that define each destination. In London, the journey leads to Wimbledon. Across the world, the journey continues. In the United States, it leads to the Masters. And beyond sport, the journey leads to moments shaping global culture. Across every destination and every event, follow the red. The Led by Red app becomes your guide in every destination. Enter where you're travelling, and a curated experience awaits, from exceptional restaurants and luxury hotels to the most sought-after events. Wherever your journey leads next, HSBC Red remains the direction guiding the way, Led by Red. A campaign by HSBC in collaboration with Pantone.
"60% of young people say social media feels more negative than positive. Negativity gets amplified, replayed, and reshared, while positive moments happen once, then disappear into the scroll. But there are always two sides to every story, especially the good ones. That's why Twix proudly presents Golden Moments, a campaign that celebrates two perspectives in a culture that so often only shows one. We're kicking off by sharing precious golden moments online, spreading Twix's uplifting spirit and unapologetic maximalist joy. Introducing a brand new social filter that uses both the front and back camera to capture the same good moment, twice. Twix are asking you to share a good thing twice and find your golden moments, doubling the positivity by posting them with the hashtag. The person who captures the most radiant golden moment will win the ultimate prize, an unforgettable trip to see the Gold Coast and the Golden Temple. 2 trips of a lifetime to create even more moments worth treasuring. And Twix will be bringing golden moments to life at events around the world, capturing live experiences from 2 perspectives in real time. Because Twix always gives you a good thing, twice.
For many, the weight of the world feels heavy. Growing pressures and expectations are leaving young people overwhelmed, isolated, and emotionally cold. As a result, young people today are experiencing more stress and anxiety than any other generation. However, in Denmark, one of the happiest countries in the world, there is a rich history of cold water bathing, a ritual known to reduce stress and boost mood, leaving people feeling both physically and mentally chilled. Introducing Tuborg, chilled since 1880. With Ice Village festivals, Tuborg brings a drop of Copenhagen worldwide, creating a fully immersive experience designed to help young people let go, embrace the fun, and feel truly liberated. Festival goers can take the plunge, and Tuborg will capture the moment. As a reward, they can enjoy a personalised ice-cold Tuborg, 0.0%, because there's zero pressure. Once officially chilled, stay for the music, the atmosphere, and of course, the ice bar. Now Tuborg have shared true Danish spirit with them, young people can share their new memories with #chilled since 1880. Those who can't take the plunge can still get involved with the reusable share box. Personalise bottles in store, take the box home and fill with ice. Once your Tuborg is perfectly chilled, dive in, open up, relax and enjoy with friends. Because sometimes the best way to handle the heat is to embrace the cold.
Today, on social media, we're constantly asked to pick a side. Posts that compare two things get 2 to 4 times more interactions. Whether it's Messi or Ronaldo, Kendrick or Drake, MJ or LeBron. People online are constantly arguing over two things. But hey, it happens to the best of us. The world is constantly going back and forth, when most of the time, both are great. So this International Peace Day, Twix decided to step in. Introducing Twix Loves Both. Twix Loves Both is a social campaign that interrupts the internet's endless this or that debates to remind everyone that the real answer is sometimes both. Because Twix has always given you a good thing, twice. So we took to social media, appearing in your comments, showing up in your feed, to remind you that both are great. And when people got the message, they showed it by sharing their own takes using #YourNameLovesBoth. And slowly, the internet started to calm down. But bringing peace to the internet is a big job. So we messaged some big names who were causing the arguments and asked them to try something different. And they were kind enough to change their ways. We showed our appreciation to them with a thank you post on our socials and sent them a Twix bar as a small peace offering. And remember, although we took action on National Peace Day, it's always good to keep the peace and love both. Because next year, we might not be as nice.
In 1971, the world witnessed two radical era-defining events: the first ever Women's Liberation March and the launch of L'Oreal's I'm Worth It beauty campaign, the first ever beauty promotional advert to be written and spoken by a woman. Amongst the issues those pioneering female marchers were confronting was equal pay, equal job opportunities, misogyny and harassment, and over-objectification. Sadly, all issues that women are still facing today. So, 55 years later, L'Oreal returned to its own radical roots to confront these long-standing issues once and for all, reminding women worldwide that they are all still worth it. To coincide with Paris Fashion Week and International Women's Day, L'Oreal staged a surprise catwalk intervention involving 14 of the world's top supermodels from the past 6 decades. The intervention saw all 14 models take to the catwalk in reverse chronological order, with each model brandishing a placard highlighting an issue impacting women everywhere. Following this event, Vogue released a series of special editions, interviewing each model, sharing their own experiences and the meaning behind their message. The event quickly spread beyond fashion, dominating headlines across major news outlets, as well as sparking reactions across social media. The campaign encouraged women everywhere to share their own messages of strength, struggle, and support, because the brave women of 1971 proved that words have power. And 55 years later, women everywhere are still raising their voices, still marching, still defiant, still fighting, because, in the iconic words of Elon Specht, we're all still worth it.
Constant notifications and social media updates create pressure to always stay online, leaving many, especially Gen Z, feeling the need to constantly check their phones to stay included. This ongoing digital connection can make it difficult to truly engage with the world around them. Recognizing this, Tuborg introduces Disconnect to Connect, an initiative encouraging people to step away from their phones and reconnect with real-world experiences. Disconnect to Connect is a global Tuborg experience at festivals around the world. Each event features a Tuborg dance tent, where entry requires guests to disconnect from their phones. Attendees hand their phones to staff, who place them securely in a pouch. As a reward, each participant receives a complimentary bottle of Tuborg, creating a phone-free space where everyone can enjoy the event. The packaging used in the experience reinforces the Disconnect to Connect concept by Tuborg. When the device is pulled from the packaging, it symbolizes switching off from digital distractions and switching on to real-world connection, leaving participants ready to connect with the moment and with others. Within the experience, once guests step inside the dance tent, they are welcomed by a DJ booth where songs can be requested, helping shape the energy of the space. There is also a bar inside where visitors can purchase additional Tuborg that change in the tent under UV lights. Staff members are present throughout the tent and are easy to spot, wearing distinctive connected shirts. Guests are encouraged to enjoy the experience and embrace the opportunity to connect, whether through conversation, dancing, or simply sharing the moment together. With no phones in sight to cause distraction, the space allows everyone to relax, have fun, and release pressure of being constantly online. In the moment, it is simply people, music, and everyone feeling present and connected. Tuborg Disconnect to Connect.
It is often said that travel broadens the mind, and it is only natural for parents to want to give their teenagers the freedom to travel, to experience the world, and to nurture their sense of adventure. But to be truly independent, you need confidence that they have the right tools to navigate their journey to financial maturity. That's where the Wise Young Explorer comes in, the perfect financial travel companion to help them become truly worldly wise. And to bring this to life, we turned global banknotes into living moments of their real-world adventures and let the money do the talking. We redesigned global banknotes to show parents the adventures their teenagers will experience, whether it's a big trip, a gap year, or moving away from home, while also highlighting the core benefits of the Wise Young Explorer. These ads will play on digital screens nationwide, targeting parents in airports, shopping centres, and other places of travel. This experience isn't just digital. The journey starts the moment the Wise Young Explorer card arrives in their hands. They can choose from different card colours and designs, read essential travel tips, and mark their adventures on the map as they navigate the globe. It all comes housed in a passport that acts as a travel guide and a personal journal all in one. Ultimately, we aren't just giving them a debit card, we are becoming their lifelong travel companion beyond 18 and giving them the confidence to send that postcard home, proving the journey has truly made them worldly wise.
Nowadays, fashion is fast, meaningless, soulless, and disposable. The next trendy item is released onto the market and then bought by millions, and a month later, it ends up in the bin or at the back of your wardrobe, never to be seen again. Fast fashion never lasts, but Tex is still here. In fact, we've been by your side since 1982, and for 45 years we have been a part of your family and memories. In honor of our 45th anniversary, let's take a look back at our time together. Tex is proud to present 45 years, countless memories. To celebrate Tex, we've brought 45 years worth of memories into our stores with an interactive campaign. Our Tex family albums will be hung up in stores for customers to browse through and reminisce about old memories. A Polaroid flipbook will be on display for customers to interact with, and with Tex family collages on the walls of stores to showcase memories Tex has helped create. Price tags showing a past memory of a customer with a Tex item. With social media used to share people's stories with Tex and how Tex has grown up with them and their family. And Polaroid changing room mirrors for customers to capture their moments with Tex, as well as a giant photo album in store for photo opportunities. We've made the basics, and you've made them yours.